Good morning. So where have I been? So I got diagnosed with COVID Friday night. Friday morning, Thursday evening started feeling off. Friday started feeling really badly. Went and got diagnosed Friday evening. I mean, by middle of Friday, I had a significant fever and wasn't able to get out of bed. So I've basically been in bed for the last 3 days. So that's why you haven't seen a morning video, because it didn't seem like I was up for it. So feeling better today. Now I'm on quarantine for my 10 days. So how do we look at this stuff? Well, every problem is a gift. And so you got to look at it that way and say, okay, what is the gift out of this? How is it that we decide to look at it that way? We ask the right questions. What can I learn from this? How can this make me a better person? How can I grow from this? What about this can I take away and become something different? So whenever you run into a bump in the road like these, you can always ask yourself questions like, why me? Why does this always happen to me? How come I can't ever get a break? You can ask yourself questions like that, but those are not very empowering, and you're not going to get great answers. The answers you're going to get are, because you suck, because of this, because of that. But if you ask questions like, how does this serve me? What can I learn from this? What is the takeaway that I can take away from this that I can make myself better? Now you're going to get different answers. Different questions get different answers. Questions decide how we think. And based upon the questions, it's going to decide what you focus on, and what you focus on is going to decide what you get. Where focus goes, energy flows. So you change your focus by changing your questions. How does this serve me? What can I learn from this? Those are much better questions. What about this? What about this is funny? What about this am I going to laugh about down the road? So when you run into these types of situations, focus on your questions. They decide how you think. They decide that the answers that you're going to get, and they decide where you're ultimately going to go. So the good news for me, I'm now in quarantine. This will be a great time to get a ton of work done. I'm going to be able to work ahead like crazy. It's a great time to focus on my health even more than I already have. Now that I got it, I'm going to be that much stronger, and I'm pretty much through it. The fever's broke, so we're through all the tough stuff. Obviously, still have a little bit of a cough. And what else can I learn from this? Gives me a chance to focus on the things that are important. Gives me a chance to focus on the book that I've needed to work on forever that I haven't done anything. Gives me a chance to catch up on reading. So remember, we don't decide what happens to us, but we decide our response to those events. That response is decided by what we focus on. What we think about and what we focus on is decided by our questions. So focus on your questions, and that's going to direct which way you head. Ask yourself empowering questions, and you're going to get empowering answers. Ask yourself disempowering questions, and you're going to get disempowering answers. So, sorry you missed me for a couple of days. I'm going to be back now. Hope everybody has a great Monday. Go out there and get after it. In the words of the great Dan Mahoney, thank you very much for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.